Welcome, I'm the Factual Gamer, and these are this week's video game news. On March 6, last Friday, Larry Herb of Microsoft, most famously known as Major Nelson, announced on Twitter that an Xbox Live Gold account would not be a requirement for games on Windows 10 PCs and smartphones. This doubt arose after Microsoft announced that Windows 10 will have cross-device multiplayer support, making it possible for players on a PC and Xbox One to play together online. On March 7, Saturday, a Twitter user leaked the changelog for the upcoming 2.5 PlayStation 4 update. Apparently the user, Wario64, was a part of the beta testing program for this update. Some of the changes included are the suspend resume function, which was actually announced when Sony unveiled the PlayStation 4 2 years ago but had not yet been implemented. This will give players the ability to instantly resume playing where they had left off without waiting for load times. This will be available to almost all the PS4 games, but the console will need to be suspended using the rest mode, not shut down. Other changes include the ability to do a Facebook friend search, remote and share play at 60 frames per second, DualShock buttons reassignment, and gameplay video upload to Dailymotion. The update is expected later this month or sometime in April. Last Monday, March 9, Gamers Edition was launched. This service offers physical collector's editions for indie games that were only launched in a digital format by using a crowdfunding model. The first two editions available are Hotline Miami 1 and 2 for $60 and also Papers, Please for $70, shipping not included. However, the two editions will only be sold if enough people pledge money to the service before the end of the campaign in 26 days. The minimum amount of orders required for the editions to be sold is 2,000 for Miami Hotline and 1,500 for Papers, Please. The following day, on March 10, a new Kickstarter was presented for a reboot of the Descent shooter franchise, using the Unreal Engine 4. Descent, originally released in 1995, was a first-person shooter in which the player took the controls of a small spaceship with what a developer calls 6 degrees of freedom combat, flying around caves and corridors inside huge futuristic complexes. The director of the project is Eric Peterson, who was, until recently, the president of production on Star Citizen, a game which met huge success in crowdfunding. The Kickstarter for Descent Underground is asking for $600,000 to fund the project, and with 28 days to go, is up to $166,000. On the same day, Clifford Bleszinski, aka Cliffy B, the former game designer at Epic Games, who led the production of titles such as Gears of War and Bulletstorm, announced his new project, codenamed Bluestreak, by releasing a teaser trailer. Bluestreak will be a free-to-play shooter developed using the Unreal Engine 4, which should come as no surprise considering Bleszinski's long career at Epic Games. On March 11, a post on the Roberts Space Industries community forum by Jeremy Masker, one of the developers of Star Citizen, explained that the game may yet become the largest ever, at least in hard drive requirement. The final version of the game is currently expected sometime in 2016, and one of the users in the forum was considering the possibility that the final client version would be around 30 or 40 gigabytes in size. However, Masker told the user that even accounting for game compression and asset removal, it would be much more likely for the client size to be closer to 100 gigabytes. Masker also warned that patches could potentially reach up to between 14 to 20 gigabytes in size. Yesterday, March 12, BBC put out a press release saying, amongst other things, that it's producing a show for the BBC Two channel based on Grand Theft Auto. However, this was all that the press release stated, leaving a lot of room for speculation about the actual content of the show. Fortunately, Guy Cocker, a games and technology journalist who worked on the development of the project, took to Twitter to make things a little clearer. The show is actually a 90 minutes long TV movie about the people behind the creation of Grand Theft Auto, not a show set in the Grand Theft Auto world. And those were this week's news. Coming up, the releases. Today, the releases are in Exilium for PC and LA Cops for PC and Xbox One. On March 17, Tuesday, the releases are Battlefield Hardline for PC, PS3, PS4, Xbox 360 and Xbox One, Final Fantasy Type 0 HD for PS4 and Xbox One, Reverse Side for PC, Bladestorm Nightmare for PS3, PS4 and Xbox One, Soldner-X 2 Final Prototype for PS Vita, Oceanhorn Monster of Uncharted Seas for PC, The Awakened Fate Ultimatum for PS3, Starcrawlers for PC, and Tales from the Borderlands Episode 2 Atlas Mugged for PC, PS3, PS4, Xbox 360 and Xbox One. The following day, on March 18, Wednesday, there's only 2 games for PC coming out, Aware and BurnStar. On March 19, Thursday, a single game is being released, Pentapuzzle for Wii U. And finally, on March 20, next Friday, we have Mario Party 10 for Wii U, Ride for PC, PS3 and Xbox 360, and Fossil Fighters Frontier for 3DS. And that's all. I hope you're still enjoying the videos, and if so, please subscribe, share with your friends, and also like the page on Facebook, add on Google+, and follow me on Twitter at @factual_gamer. Help me turn Factual Gamer into a go-to video game news channel. As always, thank you for watching, I'll be back next Friday, and that's a fact.